interpreting John's Passion account. In the most holy week of the liturgical year, our readings are filled with the glory of Christ's sacrifice and resurrection. But there is also danger in the text we proclaim. A naive reading of the accounts of Jesus' passion can lead to the conclusion that the Jewish people were responsible for Jesus' death. John's Passion narrative, which we read on Good Friday, chapter 18, verses 1 through 19, and verse 42, is a good example of this potential misunderstanding. Who are the Jews? In several passages, it is said that those who approached Pilate and called for Jesus' death were the Jews. A moment's reflection would prompt us to ask, which Jews? Jesus was Jewish, so were all his disciples. The only way we can read the text sensibly is to conclude that when the gospel refers to the Jews, it has a subset of Jews in mind. When we explore who this subset might be, the passage offers a likely solution. Pilate's audience is alternately described as the Jews and the chief priests. This implies that the subset of Jews who cooperated in Jesus' death were the temple authorities. This conclusion squares with history. Jesus died by crucifixion, which was a Roman form of execution. Who executed Jesus? There can be no doubt that Jesus was sentenced to death under Roman authority. We also know that historically, Pilate forced the Jewish leadership to cooperate with his agenda to keep the Roman peace. This makes it likely that when John's Passion account speaks of the Jews, it is referring to the chief priests. Without this historical background, listeners of the Passion may falsely conclude that the Jews as a people crucified Jesus. The truth about this gospel, this misunderstanding has fueled a Christian teaching of contempt for Jews over the centuries. In its fullest distortion, it led to the claim that the Jews had killed God. It was one of the great achievements of the Second Vatican Council to declare that Catholics may not read the Passion accounts in such a way as to conclude that all Jews were responsible for Jesus' execution. Nostra Aetate number 4. As we open our hearts during Passion Week to the love of God that is clearly shown in Christ's Passion, we must allow that love to influence our perception. Our scriptures do not charge the Jewish people with Jesus' death. To ignore the danger of misunderstanding this historical fact is irresponsible. We must not allow our Easter message to become a source of injustice and pain to others. The United States Catholic Conference of Bishops issued a statement cautioning against anti-Semitic interpretations of the Passion. The full statements, God's mercy endures forever, can be found on the USCCB website, www.usccb.org. For more stories, please visit our website, www.pamphlets2inspire.com.